Oh, I'm sorry, you're here. Well, welcome into another beer review with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. Coming to you as always from my Midland studio down in South Carolina. Now, I've gotten a lot of IPAs and hazies from me lately, so I figure let's change it up a little bit. It gets a little too unoriginal when everything we all talk about is nothing but IPAs and hazies and hop this and juicy that and blah, 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 blah. So let's go a little more walk on the darker side, shall we? And this one is a super heavy hitter. This is called Sororicide. And I am a sucker for can art. As much as one of my co-hosts on the FC Beer Boys podcast, Wames, is probably more of a sucker for can art. I'm still a pretty big sucker for can art. And this is pretty impressive. So, starts off, you see the Grim Reaper character looking right here. And then this lady over here with the headphones and mic and the on-air sign. It's a really cool looking can. This Sororicide is by Nightmare. I think that's the name of the brewery, right? Yep, Nightmare Brewing. Nightmare Brewing is, they list themselves out of North Haven, Connecticut, back up in my homelands. And I'm thinking, unless something's changed in the last year and a half and they've found a brick and mortar to open up, I think they were more of a gypsy brewery the last time I was up there because they distribute their beer through 12%, the 12% Ale Project. Huge building. They do a lot of brewing for smaller places or places like Fat Orange Cat, which a lot of people know of, that kind of closed down their operation a little bit in the colder months. Smaller breweries like Short Throw, like Nightmare, kind of to act as an intermediary for these smaller establishments to get their beer out there. So Sororicide is an Imperial Stout with honey roasted peanuts, peanut butter, Ecuadorian cacao, cocoa? Is it cacao or is it cocoa? And Indian vanilla. So, again, done a lot of hazies lately, so I figure let's change it up and do a dark beer. And this is just fantastic can. I'll show you it again. Really, really, really great one. So, I don't know. Well, while I babble on and on, why don't we just crack it open and get a whiff, get a sip, and go on an adventure together. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect pour. Well, I told you it was dark, didn't I? One last appreciation at this amazing can. Holy cow, Nightmare Brewing. Hats off to you just on this alone. What do you say we get the nose? There's obviously not much to assess from the appearance of a dark beer because it's dark. I will say, although the head dissipated very, very quickly, even before I took a regular just still photo of it, it was a brown kind of caramely color head. Very, very pretty for a stout. So let's get the nose. Got that boozy chill down my spine. I'm guessing it must be the cocoa. A little bit of vanilla. It's definitely got a very slight sweetness to it, but it's mostly this dark kind of rich chocolate type of aroma. So it's a decadent beer, and I think it's a heavy hitter. I forgot to mention that before. Yeah, 15.5%. So this is definitely not something to take lightly. So, well, let's dive in and take a sip, shall we? That is That is a punch in the teeth, I'll tell you that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! Wowie zowie. Wowie zowie on this one. Holy cow. So this one on both sips, mind you, I got that little chill down my spine, so that 50% definitely comes through. The mouthfeel is funny because it comes in a little crisp, almost carbonated, but it's got that kind of thick chocolate overall mouthfeel to it. It's the sweetness is definitely there, but it's not overpowering. It's not like sipping a glass of a chocolate bar. You know what I mean? It's like just deep, hearty, rich. I mean, it's actually probably a good thing that it tastes like it does, because if it didn't, if it was any smoother than what it is, and it's pretty smooth. I've had, whether it's just high gravity beers in general, high gravity stouts, I've had those beers where they go down like water, and they can catch up with you, be a little dangerous. This one, it kind of has a little bit of that roastiness going throughout your palate, so you're not gonna go crazy and snort this one down. It's definitely a sipper. It's something to take your time on, but it's definitely got you definitely pick up the sweetness and the flavor. The chocolate's there, the cocoa or cacao, however you may say that. Either I'm being very true to the culture and saying correctly, or I'm being very white and butchering it. But in any event, it's very rich, very thick, and very good. Sororicide is definitely a good one by Nightmare. I don't know if they're still making it anymore, but it'd be nice if they were. I mean, just again, if nothing else, just to see this can again. But that's that. It's definitely it's your typical high gravity stout that you don't want to rush through, because if you rush through, you will probably get in trouble. That's for sure. But anyway, if you want more from me, and that's certainly enough for this episode, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. Go them right to your phone, your mobile device, your tablet, your computer, whatever the case may be, however you view YouTube craft beer videos. If you want to recommend a beer to me, or even send me a beer, go ahead and email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. We'll talk, we'll go back and forth, we'll have a grand old time. We'll figure all this silly nonsense out. If you want the rest of my nonsense more than just as on this platform, go ahead and follow me on my social media channels at nutmeg2palmetto on TikTok and Instagram. And social media is not your thing, but craft beer is, and all these breweries and the stories behind them, and how these entrepreneurs got started, and where their passion and creativity lie. If that's still your thing, go ahead and download and like and subscribe to the Upstate Beer Boys podcast. We are available on all your major listening platforms. Follow around with the adventures of Wayne, Steven, and myself. Travel all around South Carolina. We talk to all these tap rooms, all these breweries, get their stories out there, get them known, their personalities known. There's a lot of good people running these establishments, and in this area, we help bring them to you. In the event, Nightmare, 12%, all of the above. Cheers, and well, you never know. Maybe I'll be in your neck of the woods again soon and picking up something else. Cheers, and have a good one.